What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Big Tone. Big Tone. Big Tone was on No Jumper. No Jumper once again had a northerner. This is a G, right? Been around, rapping, representing Northern California for a long time. I tuned in for some of it. I've watched some of it. Didn't see all of it. And I honestly have to say that I think that interview should be a blueprint for rappers, Mexican rappers, raza rappers from Southern or Northern California. Big Tone did not delve into any of he didn't indulge in any clout chasing, disrespect. He was very respectful in what he said. He was very respectful for where he was, towards where he was. At one point saying, like, I'm a businessman. I'm in LA. He said he's in LA all the time. Doesn't just pop up in neighborhoods. He's not there for that. That he'll take his wife and they'll go eat at a nice restaurant, secure whatever he's doing and head back home where he's from. I have to say the most disappointing thing about the whole interview was the chat. That chat, man, I mean, net banging at its finest. I don't understand how people can type the stuff they type and really feel good about what they wrote. Different era, man. Different era, different time. I think Adam was conflicted. I think this interview had him conflicted. Adam always wants to stir controversy. He always wants drama. Drama sells. He did. I think it was around the 35-minute mark. He did try to bait Tone a little bit. I think it was around the 35-minute mark. I'm not sure. And Tone basically told him, like, I'm not going to get involved in that stuff. Like, he's not going to be disrespecting people. And he said, I know you probably, basically Tone was saying, like, I'm sure you probably wish I would. And Adam tried to clean it up. Well, no, it's probably actually better that you don't. And Adam tried to stroke Tone. He tried to say, like, oh, it seems obvious to me that whenever the guys from Northern California come to No Jumper, they're always respectful to their ops, but the Southerners are the ones that are always disrespecting and talking shit and this and that. And to that, I'm going to say, Adam has had a lot of Southern rappers. Well, I don't want to say that, but there's been a lot more Southerners than Northerners that have been on there. And there's really only been two that disrespected the North. So I get what he was trying to do. He's going to try every chance he gets. Gunner and I talked about how when we saw that Adam had bands, we were like, all right, that Big Tone interview's coming out. We talked about it. And it's the way he does things. It's a weird thing. And I'll be honest, Gunner and I have spoke to where so like in just a few hours, the Big Tone interview had over 90,000 views. Whereas with the band's interview, it's been 2 months since that interview came out. And you had the whole hoopla of the diss of Lefty, and it has less than 250,000 views. So had the whole diss not come out and he got that push, band's views wouldn't have been where they are now. That's what motivated Adam to say, oh, I'm going to ban bands. if let me tell you something. If Bands would have got 1 million views, Bands would have a chair there with his name on it. We know how Adam works. It's all about creating conflict, creating beef, and generating views. As content creators, we all want views. We all want that content that's going to give us views. But I think the majority of us also have some type of morals where we're not trying to put people in harm's way. Adam doesn't have those morals. This was a great interview. I enjoyed it. I may watch the entire thing, but I did watch about a good 30 minutes. I probably looked at about 5 minutes of the chat, and I was like, damn, they should just disable that. But again, that's great for them. They weren't getting the super chats, so the chat is just poison. At one point, and Gunner, I think Gunner mentioned in his video, at one point there was a dude that identified himself as being from Southern California, and he asked, any real ones that are in the chat, get out of here. This is not how men conduct themselves. True story. It isn't. I was glad to see that Big Tone's interview in only a few hours had over 90,000 views. Because see, what we see, let me put you guys up on game. When you look at someone like your favorite content creator or just somebody you're subscribed to, and if let's say they put out a video an hour ago and YouTube says that they have 900 views in 1 hour, they don't. That's what you guys see because it's still being tallied up. But on our end, when it's our content, it'll be around, 900 views could be closer to 2,000 views on our end, what we're looking at our analytics, right? So for Big Tone to be over 90,000, that means he's at least probably 160,000 views. And I'm glad because as I watch the interview, I'm watching as a content creator, right? And I'm like, as a content creator, at least as the kind of content creator that Adam 22 is, Adam 16, I apologize. As the kind of content creator that Adam 16 is, it was boring. He wasn't getting those sound bites that he could chop up and make those shorts, those clips out of to create tension, to stir up some animosity and some hate. He wasn't getting that. Instead, what he had was a businessman, somebody who was very respectful and honoring his friend Woody. That was a great thing. Who was showing respect to the game, period. Who was stood true to where he's from while also showing respect to where he was. Great look, man. I really think that the guys that are, younger in the industry, whoever your manager is, if you're managing any young raza rapper, show them that interview and tell your people, hey, do your shit like this, man. Keep it like this, and a lot more doors will open up. A lot more opportunities will come your way. That's what it's about. Remember, when you get on these interviews and you get in your songs and you're rapping about stuff that doesn't belong to you, there's a good chance that some of that money you're making isn't going to belong to you either. And you know what I'm talking about if you're raza. Another thing I wanted to mention, you know what? I won't even mention. It doesn't matter. It's negative. I was going to address some negativity, but you know what? We don't need that energy. This was a great interview. I think it was a great look. I'm glad that it didn't go the way Adam was hoping it would. Congratulations to Big Tone. You did a great job, man. You represented yourself, your family, your neighborhood, your city, your area well. And hopefully we can get some more people on that can be that way. I mean, I know there's been raza rappers from Southern California who have gotten on and conducted themselves the same way. And hopefully we can see more of it. Hopefully these youngsters will realize that's how you get the bag. But I know this new generation, clout is a hell of a drug. I'll go ahead and keep this one short. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love, man. I'm out of here.